This story is about a boy named Willie, uh, Willie's pet mouse, Abby, a hot air balloon, a very large lady, Ms. Pounce, a revival meeting, and an old yellow tomcat called Sneak. The title of the story is The County Fair. Little Willie was a neighborhood pest. He wasn't a bad kid, but he lived life with a zest. It was the month of July at the county fair. Willie saw the hot air balloon that could soar up in the air. He purchased a ticket, and away the balloon soared, with two men, a woman, and Willie aboard. He hung over the side as the balloon sailed aloft. The sky was so blue, the clouds were so soft. From Willie's pocket hung his pet mouse, Abby. She was a curious thing, always alert for a tabby. A sudden gust of wind gave the basket a yank. Abby was suddenly airborne, and it wasn't a prank. 80 feet below walked a very big Ms. Pounce. She was over 400 pounds if she was over an ounce. Abby survived the fall, landed down the front of Miss Pounce's dress. Miss Pounce gave a scream with her hands grabbed her chest. She screamed, "Something got a hold of me!" as she raced into the revival tent. As Abby attempted to escape, Miss Pounce commenced to vent. She confessed to many sins and told the Lord that she was wrong. 21 souls got saved that day before they closed in song. Abby escaped, and Miss Pounce wandered from the tent. She needed to find a place to sit, for her body was surely spent. The end of a long board over some sawhorses seemed a likely spot. On the other end of the board was Sneak the cat, who slept a lot. When Miss Pounce dropped her body, Sneak shot into the air. Folks said Sneak looked like a rocket as he streaked across that fair. Sneak awoke to find he was screaming across the county fair. He was doing 90 miles an hour, about 80 feet up in the air. It looked like it would be ugly when that old kitty hit the ground. Likely every bone was broken when his body was finally found. But the sneaky old cat got lucky. He hit the top of a tall spruce tree. That tree bent like a bow, flung Sneak back like he was a flea. This trip Sneak relaxed, resigned to his certain demise. For who is there to care if one old tomcat dies? The revival tent caught Sneak's body, and he slid down to the ground. He landed in Ms. Pounce's lap and never made a sound. Ms. Pounce and Sneak bonded on that very spot. Each believed it was a sign from heaven that they had got the county fair. Thank you.